In this program, we're going to learn about density. Density is a measure of how tightly packed atoms are within a substance. A baseball and tennis ball are approximately the same size, but a baseball is more dense. The baseball has more molecules packed in the same amount of space. Density is a physical property of matter. Every element on the periodic table has a density specific to itself and that is shared by no other element. The basic equation used for figuring a material's density is mass divided by volume. Density is the ratio of mass to volume for a material. For example, matter having a mass of 100 grams and a volume of 50 cubic centimeters has a density of 2 grams per cubic centimeter. Concepts such as density, mass, and weight can be confusing, so let's clarify them. All objects have mass. Mass is the amount of stuff or matter that is in an object. For example, the planet Earth has a greater mass than the Moon. Mass always stays the same. Density refers to the materials that compose an object. A cup composed of styrofoam material is less dense than a cup made of ceramic material. Weight is a measurement of the pull of gravity on an object. Weight changes with gravity. Because there is less gravity on the Moon, a person would weigh less on the Moon than on Earth. The relevance of density has a great deal to do with buoyancy. Buoyancy is the ability of an object to float in a liquid, gas, or other fluid. For instance, when two liquids of varying densities, like oil and water, are combined, but do not mix, the liquid with less density, the oil, will float over water. Water is the denser liquid. Density also influences the relationship between solids and liquids. It is the density of an object that determines whether that object will float or sink in a liquid. The combination of steel and air make up the average density of a ship. In order to float, the average density of the ship has to be less than the average density of the water. Density tells us a lot about matter and the objects that matter composes. Density helps us understand how things interact and insight into the different physical states of matter. Now that you know more about density, think about this. Oil is less dense than water. How does the density of oil affect the cleanup of an oil spill? Think about it.